For the capstone to fully work, the virtual machines need to be initiated in a certain order. The first virtual machine that needs to start is the soft router. This is gonna make sure that the networks are be able to be connected properly. If not, then we may have problems in the future trying to access the outside world. So thankfully, it's a quick CentOS startup, so this shouldn't take too long. And this is the main virtual machine that needs to be started before everything else. Once and only once this is started, it is okay to start initiating the other virtual machines. However, I personally really like to start the Windows Server 2016 Exchange server because that's how all of my other machines can log on to the domain. So I'm going to start this one and I'm going to skip forward in the video till this is fully started. And now this is finally loaded. We can now start to load all of the other virtual machines in any order. Now very quickly I do want to speak about the configurations of my machines. The soft router has 2 gigs of RAM, only one processor dedicated to it, and it has 6 networks connected to it. The first one's the bridged adapter that I have set up with DHCP to communicate to the outside world. I have an internal blue network which is for the Exchange server. I have the internal green network, which is for the backups server. I have the internal network yellow set up for the Windows 10 node, and I have the internal network red set up for the web server. And lastly, the internal network gray, which is considered to be my guest network. Now, I had some difficulty adding the last two network adapters, adapter number 5 and number 6, because I had to use the VBox manage to be able to activate them. Because if we see inside of the network, there's only 4 tabs available, um, but within the config file, there are up to 8 available network adapters. So that's how I was able to get the extra 2 network adapters.